Hi folks, and welcome to Bucky's build. Today we're actually going to build something. So everything I'm going to build is from the vendor. All the items, I'm going to use are from the housing vendor items. I've already gone ahead and bought them, but you can find them quite easily in the shop. For example, tyre here is just under tyre. All the other pieces I'll show you as I select them. For example, go to fencing and retaining edge fortified. You'll need as well. You'll need 2 of those. So go ahead and get that one out. Okay. Oh, we'll be building a motorcycle today, based on, well, not based on anything. It's just a well, most of my motorcycles seem to be like the old style, or like chopper motorcycles. I never do anything like a sports bike. To be honest, with the decor that we've got, it's a bit hard to do an exact style of motorcycle. Well, except for maybe Harley Davidson's low riders, they're quite easy to do that sort of style. That still looks rather big. Let's see how small we can make it before the tyre sticks through. Tyre sticking through, not that side, so let's move the tyre this way. So yes, it is. I'll make the tyre smaller. Okay. Next piece we will need. Don't need that at the moment. Go to tools, and you need a hammer. So place a hammer on the side like so, and you want to rotate it so it's at that rough sort of angle about there. Then enlarge it, probably enlarge it to about, let's say scale 1.80. You can do that by clicking that button there, which opens this window here, and go to scale, and then you type in the scale you want. So that's now 1.80. Angle it so that it's actually going into the fortified edge there. Let that come down a bit actually. That angle looks okay. Now the add-on I'm using is called Katia Tools. Sorry, the Katia Builder Toolkit. Recommended to me by all my fellow builders, including Carrot, ZZ, and Maddie. Some of my long-time friends in World of Warcraft. There, Wildstar. Sorry. Both begin with W. You can forgive me. Basically, click the hammer, click copy, click clone, and it makes another one. If you've got enough money, on your character, or you've already got a hammer in your inventory like I have, it'll just make an exact copy, and then you just drag it across. And there we have the front forks, the front mud flap, and the front tyre of a motorcycle. Okay, next piece you will need is in electronics, and it's called the control panel oscillating display. So just click it anywhere on the bike, click place, close that window. I don't know why it's putting it so high up. That's almost the angle I need actually. Make it across. That's not. Down like so. Up. That in the right place. Oops, almost spot on. No, it needs to go in a bit more. Another trick you can do when you're doing this is if you go to open this window again, instead of object you click world. Oh, I'm just not going to do it on this one, it's gone skew with. Okay, so we'll straighten it out for now and re-angle it. we go. Next piece we'll need is in building blocks, and you just want a cylinder. And these are quite large, so I'd place it slightly to the side and then shrink it down to as small as you can. Hit place, drag across, up. Now that's still too big for what we want. Basically this is going to be part of the engine block, and compared to the bike, as you can see, that's quite large. So what you do is you open that window again, go down to scale, it says 0.20, change it to 0.15, and hey presto, it's made it a lot smaller, roughly the size we need. There we go. Okay. Then select, if you've got the CATIA tool, select the fortified edge, hit copy, clone, drag that across. Remember I said we'll need two, and place there. Then do the same again for the tyre, copy, clone, drag it across, make sure it's in the correct position, so check it around both sides, you don't want the tyre sticking through. Right. Now the fun part. Go back into building blocks and you've got curved tube. I'm using Chewer. There's multiple different curved tubes, but I like the Chewer because it's got a metal effect. Now if you place it there, this thing's going to be massive. So as you can see, that looks a bit silly at the moment, but what you do is you open that window again, go down to the scale. Now obviously you want it smaller than the cylinder, so 0.10, and it's still quite chunky, so we're probably going to have to go really quite small. So probably 0.05. There we go, that's a bit better. As you can see, still some collision. It's really quite tiny now. To angle it slightly, drag it across to about there. Then get the hammer, copy, clone, drag it across, change the angle, keep dragging it across, and then down. Now this time we're going to change so it looks like it's actually like so. A bit too far, and that angle's wrong, so we'll change it like that. And make sure it's actually connecting to the tube. And as you can see, I've got the angle of the tube wrong, so I need to change that. There we go. So now that looks like it's connecting the exhaust to the body. Oh, sticking out a little bit too much. There we go. Now to speed things up, if you want to do the exact copy of that again, what you can do is you click on the item, you go to this button, the second one along, which is link, and you select the hammer, and then when you click the hammer, those two pieces are now linked. You go to Tools, Set Manager, you select, for some reason it's not bringing up this character's name, so I'm using one of my other alts inventory. You type in what you're going to call it, so tube hammer for now, when you could type exhaust if you wanted to. Click New, and then add ls, which means add all linked. So now it's got one hammer and one curved tube. So you unselect that now. You then go to this part of the where you click the add ls, you go across two and place all and link. Click that, and it's done a duplicate. So now you drag that through the bike. some strange reason I can't move. Oh, that's because I hadn't clicked off there. There we go. Obviously you rotate it round and then push it back in so it's in line with the bike. Oh, let's go back a bit. I think it's a bit higher up, isn't it? Oh yes, completely wrong angle. Some strange, isn't it? Put it higher. That's a bit better. So there we go, we've got the exhaust going to the engine block, we've got both the mud flaps, both the tyres, we've got the front axle and front controls. Now we need a fuel tank. So you go to either your crate or the vendor. All this stuff is from the vendor. And you select mag explosive. Place it on there. Let's then rotate like so. Actually going to lower that. See, that's the good thing about this add-on, you can tweak it as much as you need to. I want that to be much lower. In fact, this entire front axle needs to be lower. So what we do is we link it all. So you select the item, select that middle button, go to link. So that piece is now linked to that. Same with the hammer, link, tyre, there. Of course, this hammer on this side. So when we select that, and then I'll drag that down, forwards, down, yeah. Hey presto. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. Now, obviously we need a connection for the bike, for the fuel tank to the engine block there. So what we can do is we copy, clone that tube, curved tube, rotate it like so. Can't actually see it at the moment again. That was clever of me. Oh, gone too far. Like so. So it's now connecting the fuel tank to that part of the engine. Okay. Now this is the part I forgot to buy. Go into, I believe it's cushions, pillows. Yeah, pillows. And couch pillow chewer. And just click it there. Click place. And as you can see, that's actually roughly where our seat wants to be, but obviously that's a little bit big. Shrink it down a bit. Move it forward a bit. And there's our seat. Just right. That's overhang. Again, link that to there. Always make sure that you've linked everything up, because the last thing you want to do is click it, go to move it, and then find you haven't linked it. I've done that in the past, which is a bit frustrating, because then you've got to put it all back together again. Obviously you can let's see when you can click it to see what's linked and what's not. Like for instance, the back tyre there was not linked. I don't think this side tube's linked. course that's... Let's just click that again, and yeah, that's pretty much everything on it. For example, look, I can now move that around and nothing's falling off, so that's good. Okay, so as you can see, the front of the motorcycle is a bit weird. Of course we're going to need a light, so I've chosen the orange sconce. You might think it's a bit odd, but it's a quite nice light. It gives off plenty of light for a headlight, and you can adjust it and change the angle, and of course the extra bits of the handle and everything adds for like extra cables and wires for the motorcycle. Might not work though because of the top piece, and we also need to shrink it down a bit because it's a bit big. And shrink it down, make it forward, too much. Shrink it down again, make it up. Now hopefully the next piece I put on will cover that bit up, but I don't think it will, so we might have to change which light we use. Would help if I use the correct angle. That's why we do it, you know, it's always best to play around with a bit of decor. See how it looks. Yeah, if it's the correct part that you want. There we go. Now the next part we need, I think it's in accents, and it's called hanging cable. And we'll place that on top of there for a moment. Now obviously this is way too big, so we need to shrink it down. Down. You can probably guess what this part is. Really chose the wrong floor for this for building on. Really should change the floor. Okay, we can enlarge this slightly. What is it? Do you reckon? I think that's about it. Alright, let's go back. Okay. See, now the bike's really starting to take shape, isn't it? Unfortunately, that front wheel's a lot lower than the back wheel, so we're going to have to lower that back wheel. And it wouldn't be a proper big chunky motorcycle if it didn't have double exhaust at the back. Which hammers make very good. Double exhausts. That's why you need 6 hammers. And Now, last thing we need, which I also forgot to buy from the store, go into cookware and barware, and you want a bottle short. Place it there. And this is a trick a friend of mine showed me. I never actually thought of using, bottles for tail lights or headlights. Friend's name's Marshall. He's the one who built the Transformers plot that I talked about in one of my other videos. It's a very good plot. You should definitely go visit it if you're in the game. And there we go, we've got a tail light. And there we go. It's a bit odd shape, but motorcycle. Shame you can't take it for a spin. There you go. And that's all for today. Obviously, don't forget to, if you've linked it all, you can, get off, select it, highlight it like so, go into Tools, Set Manager, obviously select New Bike 1, the title for it, click New, add all linked, and now that's saved to your Catchy build toolkit. So if you've got enough money and you want a second one of these bikes, you can then just click place all and link, and it'll make an exact copy of that bike. Obviously I don't want two of the same bike, but you can just place it, and of course if you've got enough money it will place it, so you'll have two of those, so you can make like an entire biker gang if you wanted to. And you can just change the seat slightly, change the handlebar slightly, change obviously the headlight, and yeah, you can take off the front bumper if you wanted, if you just wanted the front wheel showing. But we'll cover that in other videos. We'll probably build another bike or a car next time, probably a car. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. My name's Bucky. Thanks for popping by, and as always, check out Carrot's YouTube videos. She does a housing tour every Wednesday, and yeah, bye for now.